All right, we're back. You know what? I want to start off right off the bat to tell you that I enjoyed this movie a lot. What did you think?
Oh, I thought it
This.
was kind of blah.
Oh, really? So this is
Yeah,
we're
I
doing
didn't enjoy it that
Independence
much.
Day
I mean, it wasn't
Resurgence.
horrible. It wasn't a
It
horrible
wasn't
movie
as
or
horrible.
anything.
I think I let my this is one of those things that hey, I didn't have any expectations, right? Or my expectations are super low on this movie. And I think that's how a lot of people judged it. Like they judged the book by its cover, and maybe that's why this didn't do so good in the box office.
Yeah, I didn't do that good. I mean, I don't know. It wasn't a horrible movie or anything, but it wasn't as
No,
good as the first one.
no, it wasn't horrible.
But like I said, it wasn't as good as the first one.
No, it's not as good as the first one. It feels like
It just did.
it's
It was.
almost the
It was. I
same.
didn't. I didn't. No, I wasn't as fun as the first one.
Why was
I
the
didn't
first
like
one
the.
fun?
And I didn't like a lot of the characters as much as I liked
So
them.
because it's missing the Will Smith factor, you didn't like it as much.
Well, yeah. In a way, I'd say that. I mean, it could. It didn't have to have Will Smith, but
Okay.
no, yeah, because the character took Will Smith's spot. He wasn't as entertaining or as good.
Because we didn't know him, right? You talking
No,
about
because he wasn't
wait, let's
entertaining
just
on screen at
we were talking
all.
about
I don't
Dylan.
have to know
No,
him.
you were
I
talking
didn't know
about
Will
Dylan,
Smith.
right? The son, the stepson.
No, I'm not talking about the son, not
Who are
the
you talking about?
stepson. The stepson, he barely even appears on screen. He's almost not. He almost wasn't even needed in the movie.
So who's the main character to you?
Oh, the main character is David.
The main character is David?
The main character is David. He has the most scenes and does all the stuff. He's the one that figures everything out again. He has more scene. He is the lead on this movie. You
Was
know,
he?
usually it's a simple, and it's got a bunch of other characters, and only so
I
many of the old people come back. But I mean, the main guy, I'm thinking the person that's supposed to take Will Smith's spot is
Liam Liam
yeah,
Hemsworth.
Liam Hemsworth, and I'm like, uh, you're just not as energetic or as fun.
That's
You're just
crazy.
kind of this f up,
So
and and it only shows Dylan. It's supposed to be Will Smith's.
stepson, yeah.
I thought I was going in this movie thinking that's going to be Will Smith's replacement. He's going to be the Will Smith of the movie. You know, fun, interject, daring, and stuff.
No, it's
And
a
he's just like,
different person, yeah.
instead, he just shows up and he's only in a few scenes. He's hardly in the movie.
So I thought Liam Hemsworth was the main character.
I think he is supposed to have been the main character, but
To
he doesn't
you.
come on.
To you is David.
I think he should have been the main character. I'm watching it and I'm thinking, hey, it's supposed to be the main character, but he's not. He
Ooh,
doesn't.
I'm
He doesn't.
confused. I have no
He
idea
does
who the
not
main
lead the
character
film
is.
at all.
Hold
David
on.
leads the film.
David lists the film. I'm like,
He's got
who is
everything.
the main character in
Well, there was never supposed to be a main character in any of the movies, but the problem is these other guys just can't carry the deal.
because Liam Hemsworth is I guess top billing. I guess his name was first. So you're right. I have no idea who the main
Yes, I
character
think they
is.
thought. I think they thought he would be the star, and they're going to make him this big movie Hollywood star. But I'm like, audiences probably thought the same thing I did.
And
I'm like,
just to get it out there,
whatever.
I know that you just been back on the social media, right? So back then, like a couple of years ago, and doing a lot of fact checking, one of the
Yeah.
things I put right that Lamb Chew me is the best looking Hemsworth, and I didn't get fact checked, so it must be true. I am the best looking Hemsworth. All right.
Okay, all right, I'll let you have that. I
Thank
mean,
you. I'm so glad you agree, and this is what I'm going to title this episode.
but I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here. You're
Oh,
not a Hemsworth,
I want to tell you that you're the best looking Hemsworth too.
but I'm
Just
not
to
a
put that out there.
Hemsworth. Well, thank you. I
Who
appreciate you think I
cares?
look better than Thor,
Who cares?
but yeah, nobody cares, and nobody's gonna agree with you. Everybody's gonna look at me and go, "He's a Hemsworth."
Shane Hemsworth is the best looking
Yeah,
Hemsworth.
well, I'm sure if there is a Shane Hemsworth out there, I'm sure he's the best looking.
So you didn't like this movie? I enjoyed it a
Oh, I
little bit.
like the movie. I didn't say
Oh,
I did like the movie.
oh,
I'm just
okay.
not going to be as energetic about it as you are. You're not going to.
Ah,
If somebody goes up there and goes, "Hey, what's a good movie to watch?" I'm not going to promote this
well,
movie. I
okay.
mean, this movie is way 100,000 times better. I mean, I'd pick this movie over probably Matrix, but well, probably not the first Matrix, but I'd pick it over the.
You're talking
I'd
about the
pick it
fourth
over
one,
the other
okay?
Matrix. Yeah. Oh, I'd pick it over. I'd pick so many other movies over the fourth Matrix. It's unreal.
So let me tell you why I enjoyed this first. First of all, I
I
like
would
that.
probably pick the Barbie movie over the fourth Matrix. I
Oh,
haven't
we
even
don't
seen
know
it
yet.
yet.
So hold on.
I know, but
Let me tell you why I like this. I did like that the world came together as one. I feel like
Yeah.
maybe we need that in our world. Like we need to try to get invaded by an alien species so that way we could unite as one. But
Well,
I
let
did
me tell
like.
you this.
Whoa,
I
wait,
don't want that to
let me
happen.
finish. Let me finish.
Okay.
The other thing I really like is since they attacked us and they have the whole bunch of technology left over, right? We were able
Yeah.
to, I guess, combine or make them hybrid with what we have as a weaponry.
Yeah. Yeah. We use this
So
stuff.
I did like that from that aspect. 20 years later.
Yeah. I get that. I mean, I'm cool with all that, but I don't want to. I don't need us. I don't want us to get attacked by aliens because we're gonna lose.
Okay, so first of all,
I don't see humanity come together and it's gonna be.
oh,
done.
so right now that's hard to say because I don't really believe that there's smarter life form out there. I kind of like to believe that maybe we're the smartest
Okay.
one, right?
Well,
And
I'm
we
trying to
should.
be funny.
It may weird. I know you're trying to be funny.
Tone down the serious level just a
But
little
like
bit.
I like to think that maybe we are the smartest right now, and we need to invade the other planet. But that comes at a later time, not in our lifetime.
Okay, yeah. Well, good luck with that because we could barely get to the moon.
Hey, maybe I know. I'm just saying that. What if we are the smartest species right now?
Well, we may be because we're not really seeing anybody else. I mean, people say there's other stuff, but nobody's ever seen anybody else. I mean, people claim they see, but you actually, I mean, you ain't seen them.
Yeah, I ain't seen them.
I guarantee if they come to Earth, we're the first two people they want to see. So, with that aside,
Yeah.
no, NASA, I haven't seen anybody.
Did you like the fact that they brought the old characters like Bill Pullman, right? He's a president.
I was happy with. I
his
actually
daughter.
happy. I was happy with the old characters. I mean, I would think Will Smith would have been good, but the problem is he didn't show up because people got 100 stories. A lot of people say, "Oh, he wanted too much." The other story was, "Oh, he would have come back," and I think he would have come back, regardless, because they had a lot of money, anyways.
I was gonna say like on the actors when they want too much, right? It's just another way of saying like I don't want to do this. Let me throw a ridiculous amount.
Yeah.
So they would say no, not me.
Well, like they say, and I think the true story is he had Suicide Squad.
Oh, was it? Did it come around this time?
Yeah, it came out around time. He was working on Suicide Squad at the time. He picked Suicide Squad, and I don't blame him because he actually did a pretty good job in Suicide Squad. I liked his character.
Oh,
and I think he missed.
So
he
you
really
saw
missed.
Suicide Squad and this. You saw Suicide Squad, right, with Will Smith?
I saw Suicide Squad.
So I did too. I think I like this more.
You like this more than Suicide Squad?
I think I like this one more than the first Suicide Squad.
I would have to think. I might like this more than the Suicide Squad, but I like the character better. I like his character better.
Yeah.
But yeah, this may be better, but I'm not gonna say it's that great. I mean, there was some of the part.
Okay.
There was a point in this movie where I was like, "All right, come on, let's just get this over with."
I thought it was a good sequel. I could put it like that. Like this was a good sequel.
It was okay sequel.
20 years later.
It was okay sequel. It should have came out earlier. I'm thinking it would, and
so?
more people would have been more. It would have done better at the box office. So I think by this time people were like, whatever. I've seen all these special effects because I think they watched some of this movie. To me, they tried too hard, especially when the spaceship hits the Earth and you see all the destruction. Destruction to me in the first movie was better than the destruction in this one because there's just too much. There's just so much. Oh, we got this ship's going here and this ship's going here and this building going here and this Eiffel Tower flying up. Well, the Eiffel Tower lasted. I did like the line though. They always go for the landmarks.
Yes, that's what was that. Goldblum said that again.
No, his dad.
His dad, yeah, his dad said that.
I mean, it was an horrible movie. It just for some reason I think it just for some reason I just expected more. I guess.
The only thing that really caught me off guard was that Figure 8 Fox character died.
Oh yeah, that was a surprise. Well, I guess she was gonna get saved. They had to because you thought she was gonna get saved because you're like, well, but she's in the other movie. She died. No, she's not gonna die. Yeah, she got killed. Well, no, Han Solo went and jumped. She fell. Han Solo jumped because he's like, I don't want to be in another one.
Yeah, you're right. Like that was the one that I didn't see coming. Like
yeah, that was a surprise.
And
some of it just didn't make. I mean, I'm sure it's supposed to be. I mean, some of this devastation in this movie to me just didn't. Like when I first saw the first Independence Day, it's like, man.
Do you think that sometimes it's because like, hey, we've seen that before, right? It's not really feeling
maybe
what
so.
we felt
maybe
before.
So. Because yeah, a lot of the stuff you kind of care. Because like a lot of the characters in the first one, I cared about. You care about them making. You care if they're going to make it. Because you really don't know on Independence Day because we've never seen a lot of stuff like that. Who's going to make it and who's not?
Yeah, but because it's the first of.
But in this one, I really didn't care because I was hoping Jeff Goldblum character and Will Smith's character. I hope they survive. And you're rooting for the president. In this one, I was like, if Liam Neeson's character doesn't it gets killed, or the Hiller character gets killed, I'm like, I really don't care. I really, if the daughter was to get killed, I'd be fine with that too because I don't like her character either.
Oh, you know what?
I didn't
Bill
like some of
Pullman
the
died.
characters. Bill Pullman gets killed. He sacrifices himself. He actually does the airplane thing, gets
Yep.
inside there and blows up. I liked his character,
Yep, I did too.
but I figured he was going to get killed anyways because he's all run down. Plus, it has Data.
Oh, I was gonna say like, what did you think when Data woke up? Like, because in the first one, everybody probably thought he died, right? But then actually,
Yeah.
he just got slammed.
Well,
in the
first one,
yeah.
he was actually supposed to die,
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
and
But he was in a
they
coma.
cut the line out. They cut the line out.
Oh, from the first one.
Where they announce he's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, because because remember that Major goes over there and checks his pulse.
Oh, the Major was there too. Was it the
But he
Major?
doesn't.
The General. The
No.
General was there.
The general, no, that general wasn't in the first movie.
No. The General was in the second movie.
Yeah, the general was in the second. Yeah, the general, but there was a guy that checked.
Oh yeah.
Doctor, what's it? Oaken.
Oaken, yeah, Oaken.
Oaken, yeah. Dr. Oaken checks his pulse. It doesn't. He's supposed to say he's dead, but he doesn't. So that's why he's alive in this.
Which was good because
I like his character. Anyways,
I did too.
Plus, they got the Oaken laser.
Okay, so that's funny. Like,
why
can't we put this on the floor?
Yeah, is this supposed to be smoking like that?
Yeah. Like, hey, I would like to help you. Yeah, you know how you can help me? Stand back.
But I did like the scene though where that alien spaceship comes across, shows up, and
the ball,
they blast it.
Oh yeah,
they blast it. See, of course, everybody's like, you should blast it. It's a good guy. They're a good guy, and they
don't know if it's a good guy. I was thinking like it would have attacked by now, right? Like
Yeah. Well, you kind of know because it doesn't. Their technology just doesn't match the other technology. It doesn't even look like it. Not the same shape. Doesn't have the same approach. But they blast it, and you kind of know it's a good guy because it's like their greatest chance, and they just like whatever because that's what humans do.
Yeah, that's what humans do.
Yeah, shoot first and ask questions later.
Yes, shoot first, ask questions later.
But usually when you're picking through that wreckage, you can't really do anything with it after you're done. It's like, I guess he was our friend.
That's the other thing I enjoy. Okay, so I talk about the weapons and stuff, right? I did like that they could go to space or whatever that's the location really in a hurry because now we have alien technology.
Yeah,
I forgot you mentioned that. I love that. This is the first time. I think this is the first time I've seen something like that. That's not like a superhero movie. Like Alien invaders was right. We won, and then we never see a sequel like this.
Well, I mean, but it's the obvious thing you're gonna do. If we go to war with aliens and get their technology, we're gonna use it.
Right, but I like that they show.
I mean, that's the way we work. After
like
it's
Liam was on the moon, right, and he was able to pick him up in whatever Africa was in Africa. I don't know. Wherever.
Yeah, but like I said, that would impress me because that makes sense. Why wouldn't you have that crap? It's like World War II.
Oh no, I'm not saying that why wouldn't have it. I like that they showed it. Like we were able to go to wherever quickly.
Well, that would make sense to the movie for me. So
yeah,
if you didn't show it in this movie, I'd think, why did you show us? Because you have it.
Well, let me ask you this: how long do you think that like humans would be able to smart enough to figure out how those technology work?
Oh no! Sometimes you can actually modify stuff without knowing fully how it works.
Hey, you know what? We saw a movie that they didn't know how to make it work. Remember?
Because if you watched a lot of that stuff in this movie, a lot of that stuff, they just kind of dug that stuff out of the spaceships and welded it on. They welded it on the side of the spaceship.
I want to cramp your style right now because to you, right, you seem to think that like, hey, as soon as we invade them or we won, we could take their technology immediately. Okay,
but this is 20 years though.
I know this is in 20 years. So what was that movie we did? District 9. They weren't even able to use the aliens' weaponry, even though we have that technology, right? We don't know how to use their stuff.
But you got to remember, how long was that? How long was that though?
I want to say 5, but I can't remember. Because I remember those aliens were stuck there for a long time. Like,
but you got to remember though, in this movie though, they already knew how to use most of that technology.
Right?
Because you already had Will Smith.
Oh, that's right.
You already them fly it, so they already knew how it worked.
And it was really funny when you they were still using some of the old ships.
Yeah.
When Hiller and I forgot what Liam Hemsworth's character was. That's how much I pay attention. Oh, I remember Hiller because Morrison, Jake. Okay.
Yeah.
They were now you may change my mind. It might not be as good as I thought it was. I just like some of the elements in it.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of good elements. I loved all the elements. I love the technology. I actually don't like the technology though as much as I like the first movie. I thought
Uh,
the ships looked better. I like the little fighters from the first movie better, and I like the motherships from the first movie a lot better.
and this one remind me of Aliens too. The Queen, like the
Yeah,
she has that
and that's the
suit.
thing is, and I like the way they beat them in the first movie because it's like wow, this is amazing. To me, it was more like War of the Worlds in the first movie.
This
Instead
one
of
was
using instead of using a biological virus to kill the aliens, they use a computer
computer
virus.
virus.
And this time, it's like, no, you can't use computer viruses or nothing. All you have to do is actually go kill the queen like a bug.
Yes, yeah, like
So I
the
was
Queen.
like,
Yep.
y'all kind of went backwards in a way. I didn't really like that. I didn't like that big giant queen because
I think.
because see, that's the thing you expected in the first movie. I expected because they're like a hive mind, so I thought, oh,
Oh,
there's
you
gonna be this
expected
big
the
queen, and
Queen.
I didn't like that. And yeah, I didn't like that. I'm like, because everybody does that,
See, that's
and it
why I
didn't
thought
happen.
everybody does that. So they went back to
It
that
didn't
basic
happen.
rule.
So
Yeah.
this one, they do what everybody does.
So you know
So
what
I'm
I
like,
thought? I thought they were actually going to work with that. Did they that alien ball machine? Did they have a name for it? No, the sphere, right? I don't know.
yeah, it's called Stanley.
I thought there was going to be something to do with that instead of the Queen thing.
Yeah. Well, you thought it was
I thought
because
it was.
because we thought it was the weapon. Yeah, because they make it seem like it's the weapon, but it's not really the weapon. It's just a messenger to tell you, hey, you come to this planet and we will help you. And
Oh,
then after they beat them, the aliens like, hey, well, you come to this planet and you teach us how to use our weapons to kill these aliens.
I thought it's really funny when the thing starts speaking, right? And he's like, I was trying to tell you guys, but then you guys attacked me. Oh yeah, that's my bad.
Yeah, yeah, that's
In tense situations like that, right? I could understand the world leaders. Like, I vote that we strike. We vote that we
yeah. Well, I
strike.
got it after they already got tagged.
Yeah, of course. Like, hey, we want to make sure that we don't get a devastation this time again. But like, no one ever
Yeah.
listens to the smart person. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, but also knows, what irks me, and it's a plot deal, and it's supposed to be the way in the movie, but it kind of irked me
Yeah.
is how long it takes for the human lasers to shoot.
Oh, you
Because
mean
they're using the old laser, yeah, because they're using the old technology from the big old giant ships,
yeah.
and you know how it's got to load up and then shoot the beam. I thought, what a waste, because the aliens come up and they just go, choo, 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 gone.
Didn't Star Wars do the same thing? Like, they have to warm up the Death
Yep,
Star.
they got to
Like,
warm up the
yeah.
Death Star just to shoot. I'm like, man,
You think
don't
we'll
ever have
ever
a
see a
laser that
movie
works
where
like
you
that.
just push a button and it shoots immediately? Like, you don't need
Well,
to
yeah,
warm up.
it's called Star Trek.
Ah. Oh yeah, that's why I like. Hey, yes, yeah, it's just called
Yeah,
Star Trek.
yeah. You just
Thank
tell
you,
Sulu to hit the phasers.
thank
And
you, Mr. Shane.
you're welcome. Thank you, Mr. Chu.
Thank you. Huh, that's interesting. I,
Well, I think it's supposed to be that way. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a movie. If the laser shot right away. Then,
yeah, they
but
don't have the intensity. Like,
yeah.
it's
Oh,
very
well, and
intense.
I did like the aircraft. I did like the aircraft too.
On which one? The humans
Yeah, the human aircraft because it looked like a mix between Russian, Chinese, and American aircraft.
with alien technology flying.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
air. Well, almost you can't really see the alien technology in it,
No,
because
you can't see it.
everything else has all that alien technology. Like they glued it on it, like especially the presidential helicopter. It's
Oh,
like, oh, I can see you took the engines off one of those spaceships and you just welded it on the top.
yeah.
Ooh,
And it's like,
it's stupid. To me, that was stupid. I would design. Normally they would probably design a whole nother aircraft instead of just hitting the helicopter and gluing all the crap on
hey,
there.
I want to make.
But the jet fighters, the space fighters, whatever they are, they look pretty neat. They look like like the F-22
Mm-hmm.
mixed with whatever the Russian, the Japanese J whatever it is series aircraft stuck together because they have
Oh.
the same wing structure.
I'm not. I mean, I'm not familiar with the designs of all the like different nations' aircraft, so
Oh, okay,
I'm
yeah,
glad
and
you are.
I thought, wow, that's pretty impressive. I didn't really like the nose to it and the way the cockpit is, but oh well. And the bombers, they look like B-1 bombers with all that stuff on it. I was like, wow, those are beautiful aircraft.
Yes.
And then you know what I also loved because I always thought they should have showed it in the first movie,
What?
but they still didn't even do it in this movie. I wanted to see the aliens actually march around on the ground because remember when they fly in on the first movie, you see
Yeah.
like columns of them.
Yeah, and
Marching.
they show like an invasion thing, like they were just waiting for their
Yeah,
orders, like
and they blow up the whole deal.
stormtroopers.
I wanted to see invasion ships actually land and then march out. We never got to see that, but oh well.
No.
They should have done that because the closest we got to is when they invade the president's, the mountain, Cheyenne
Oh
Mountain,
yeah.
and there's only like a few of them. They walk in there and they killed the president. And I'm like, whatever. Didn't even need this scene.
I think they just did that so that we could get that general guy to.
Yeah,
be
and here's the
sworn
funny
in.
thing. Apparently, they changed the government because the generals never get to become presidents like that. It's just don't. That's not the way the government.
You ever
works.
seen Rush Hour 2? Not Rush Hour 2.
Nope.
Shanghai Nights.
I have not. I need to.
Damn! So they kind of touch on that point where like he's like the 14th in line or something, right? And I guess the general in a way like. I used to remember because we had to go to school for that. Like, hey, the president died, vice president, things like that.
Yeah, it's all cabinet. It's
all not cabinet.
Not people. Not
I think it's because they were all dead in that space at one time. Where like, hey, who's next?
But the problem is, even like that, they spread them all out.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, if something bad happened, matter of fact, there's actually nobody There's always somebody not in Washington, too. There's always somebody else somewhere else, just in case.
Hey, just in case, right? But then where they are, they probably couldn't find any communication until they find that person. Because it's hey, we need this president right now.
Well, they're with those people. They kind of know if this goes down, this guy's here.
Oh, I'm
this
saying
goes
like
down,
there's no communication. There's no communication, so you just presume that they're dead for the time being.
Well, then if they assume they're dead, then you're the president.
Yeah. But then let's just say everything is over, right? They're not, this guy is alive. I guess, do they go back like that? Like, let's just say the vice president, they finally got communication, right? He's in whatever that location.
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
I'm sure he comes back into power.
Yeah, comes back because they at that time.
I mean, basically that's just an accident. So you're just kind of the president for till we get out of the situation.
Until we get out of the situation.
It's like military, I'm sure. Until they find the main commander, you're it until the guy comes back. But the neat thing is, though, when they crash inside that deal and they land in those rice paddy fields or the corn fields in the water, and they're fighting the aliens. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that was on their turf, right? I almost got confused for a second because the Queen trapped those fighters in there on purpose.
Yeah, to kill them all.
Yeah, that war. That was that on Earth or where the heck was that? I was confused in that scene.
Oh, they're on Earth, but they're inside the spaceship on Earth.
Oh, they're inside the spaceship.
Because remember the spaceship landed on Earth, and then they went to go attack that giant spaceship that kind of like a spider. Which all of a sudden now it drills holes in the Earth, which didn't drill holes in the first movie, but it does holes in this movie. Even though they claim in the first movie we just didn't see it, but they were drilling holes in the first movie.
Oh yeah. They say they just claim because that's the reason why they come here. They suck our resources, right? And I guess this movie they trying to tell you how they do so.
Well, no, but the first movie they actually took our resources. In this movie, they don't take your resources; they just take the molten core out of the Earth, out of your planet. That's all they want this time. I mean, I know they try to say this, but I'm like, in the first one, no, they did. They actually wanted our resources.
Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah, they
but in this movie, they just want the molten core off your planet
to power whatever technology they have.
Which, see, that's the thing, though. I'm like, they didn't want the molten core in the first one, even though they claim in this movie they did. I'm like, if you wanted the molten core, all you had to do is go drill it out. You didn't have to wipe everybody out because it would have killed everybody anyways. In this movie, in the first movie, they try to kill off everybody so they could actually use the planet.
The first one that they want to use our planet to drain the resources. I'm like, yeah. Oh, you know what? I didn't compare this one.
So
I didn't compare that.
So I guess in 20 years they just changed what they wanted to do.
Maybe they got the energy from the other planets they were invading.
Because like they said, that ship that big, you can have all the resources and stuff on there you want because we already saw them. They don't need nothing.
Yeah, with ships that big, like why would you want to come?
I mean, they just need the molten core now.
How many movies, like, are out there that talk about like, hey, we need the Earth's molten core?
Well, to my knowledge, none.
so they're trying to do something new.
I mean, I'm sure there is. There's got to be because I mean, I don't think these guys are all that original, but who knows? I mean, I know one movie where they drill a hole into our planet and then they put an explosive device into the planet and blow it up.
I don't remember that.
Star Trek.
Oh, I might have not seen that one yet.
Trek.
You talk about like the movie.
Yeah, Star Trek movie. The 12th one. Oh, no, it's not the 12th one. The 11th one. Is it the 11th one? Yeah, it's the 11th.
Into Darkness?
No, the one before that. Into Darkness would be 12.
Oh, Into Darkness would be 12. Okay.
Yeah. It's just called Star. It's called Star Trek. They should have just called number 11, so everybody knows it's not Star Trek because there's 2 Star Treks now. Movies. There's one Star Trek the motion picture, and then
that one's called the motion picture. It's not
Okay,
called Star
sorry.
Trek.
I'm ashamed. I'm so
Because
sorry.
like when I looked that up, you have to say
Well,
the
let's
motion picture.
let's just do this. It's Star Trek J.J. Abrams cut.
You don't have to. You just say Star Trek.
I'm gonna say GG. Anyways, remember they blow up Vulcan. They drill a hole in it and they drop that
Oh,
little
that's right.
charge
Yeah,
in
to
it and
drop
blow
that
up the whole
little
planet.
red matter. Yes.
Yeah, they drop that. Oh yeah, red matter. Look at there.
Yep.
This red matters.
Yep. Red matters. I remember. Because
It
I
blows
love
that
that.
whole
I love
planet.
that Star Trek movie. Not the
It's a
motion
good.
picture.
It's actually kind of a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good one. I mean, I could gripe about it all day long, but I still like it.
Oh, I like that. Hey,
So-
this is what makes America so great. You're the perfect example of like, hey, I could have my cake and eat it too.
yeah, and I do.
I want to gripe
I
about it.
do. There's no reason to get cake if you're not going to eat it. That's what I say.
That's one of the
The same
things I
thing
love
goes with
being
this
in
movie.
country.
Same thing goes with this movie. I mean, I like the movie. I don't think it's the greatest movie. I mean,
No.
you're not going to see me going.
Oh, it's
you're
not
not
the
going to see
greatest
me.
movie.
It's not something I'm going to lay around and see again.
Hey,
if somebody goes, oh, it's coming on, I'm actually going to change the channel.
You know what's another thing that you probably love for this movie? It was under 2 hours. The first one was a long movie.
Well, it was, but the problem, this one feels longer than the first one.
Did it?
Yes, it did to me.
Oh, it did.
I guess
to me.
because
quick.
it's just like it's I don't like the movies where they like, oh, we accomplished something, yay, and then all of a sudden it starts again, and then they blow it up again, yay. I'm like, all right, shoot the villain in the head when he shows up, and he falls down dead. That's it.
Hey, they show that you can't shoot the villain in the head. You gotta attack it from the back. Remember?
Okay, but I'm just saying, it's like Scream. They pop up like a horror movie. They pop up. I don't need a whole another deal. It's like Bill Pullman. He blows up the deal. I'm happy. Yay, Bill Pullman. He sacrificed himself. He stopped the aliens. And all of a sudden the Queen pops out. And I kind of figured she would. I was like, oh, man.
I didn't like that shit.
Now I gotta see y'all try to make up more stuff.
So it feels like the Queen is the only one who has the
dumb,
force field. The Queen, right?
She was
None
for
of
a
the other,
second.
yeah.
Yeah, no, the other ones had a force field on the armor. But I mean, I guess the Queen, she's the Queen.
Because she's the
Queen.
Queen.
She's gonna have a force field. And then of course they have all the spaceship circle around her. It's kind of interesting. I mean, it was good. It's just like I said, but by that point, I'm already going. Roll credits. 'Cause
Now you sound like those guys that you
getting-
and I
tired.
I talked about. Like you want everything to be spectacular. Like, hey, they're trying their best here, but then
it was
you're like,
spectacular.
because the first one is so good, I expect the same quality as for the second one.
Here I'm gonna tell you what I like. I like the movies to end on a spectacular
What would make this spectacular for you? Let's play one of those games where like, hey, this is how it should end.
Here's how it should end.
Okay.
Bill Pullman sacrificed his life, killed that deal. Everybody's happy. He's his hero again.
He's a hero again. Isn't
And
he
everybody's
this one?
For a few minutes, and then somebody else is the hero because it didn't work. He didn't kill the Queen.
No,
he blew up the Queen.
He blew up the Queen. They thought they did, and they contained it into their force field. That's there. The technology that they had.
But that's the thing. He was a hero for a few minutes, and then that's gone because somebody else has got to be hero now.
Yeah.
So I mean, in a way, it's like his death. It meant something, but not that much because it got overshadowed by the next bunch of stuff we got to see.
Because the Queen outsmarted them again.
Yeah. Again, but like I said, though, for me, the spectacular deal would have been Bill Pullman being the hero.
So you want to end,
but he wasn't.
That.
He didn't end like that because in the first movie, it ended pretty much like that because what's his name flies out his airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah, Randy Quaid flies his airplane up and blows it up. He didn't sacrifice his life. He's a hero. Everybody sees it. There's a little bit more. Yeah. But
hey, you know what? They didn't mention that in this movie.
Yeah, they didn't even show his kids in this movie. Remember, he had some kids.
Yeah.
None of them showed up in this movie.
The kid that looks like Keanu Reeves and the other two.
Yeah, the other ones that we can't remember. I guess that's why they didn't show up in this movie.
Yeah, like a lot of people that we would want to see showed up except for his kids.
And here's the thing, though. The president's daughter, they used a different actress.
Well, yeah, because, you don't expect they to be the actress all the way through their career, right?
Well,
Dylan
she's still an actress.
Dylan's a different actor, too.
Yes, I know. That's what I didn't get to that yet. Let's not to get to that. They didn't keep that guy either. I mean, there's probably a reason, but I'm thinking. You
So you
brought
would
everybody
like
else
it if
back.
they use the same actor or actress?
I don't know. I'm just curious about that. Actually, that doesn't really make a big difference to me.
Because like when the Dylan Hiller the actor showed up, I was like, where have I seen this guy before? Then I remember the boys.
Where have we seen that guy?
A Train. He's A Train in the boys.
Ah,
yeah, I was
that's
like,
okay. That makes sense because I was watching this whole movie and I kept looking at that guy and I was like,
he looks familiar,
man,
right? Yeah.
I'm sure I'm supposed to know this guy, but I can't. I like he looks so familiar. I cannot remember where I saw him.
I remember
decided,
like,
you know what I
that's
decided?
A-Train.
I decided at the end of the movie, I was like, because I saw his name was Usher, and I thought, I never seen him. And then now I was like, now he's A-Train. I'm like, I watched this guy for like hundreds of episodes. That's why he looks so familiar.
I love this actor, William Fincher.
Yeah, I love William Fincher.
Yeah,
and plus, he becomes the president. I'm like, yeah, I'd vote for him.
Yeah, he's in so much movies.
He's always good.
Yeah, he's always good.
He was actually, I like him. Plus, they let that original general from the first movie show up. Robert.
Yeah, I like that.
He was supposed to be.
He had that little cameo.
Here's what ticks me off, though. It doesn't really tell you anything. Here's like David, Jeff Goldblum's character. Like his character. I think his character's awesome.
He looks almost the same.
He's the same. Well, he's always the same. This guy don't age. Anyways, because he's got the fly DNA in him, okay?
Oh, okay.
But and plus he's probably got some Jurassic Park stuff that they did on him. But anyhow, and plus, he's in Marvel, so he's gonna live forever.
Oh, yes.
He's Grandmaster, okay?
The Grandmaster.
But anyways, he gets married in the first one. He has a fight with his wife, gets married, gets divorced, they get remarried.
And then didn't show that. Yeah, they didn't mention that at all.
Doesn't mention his wife.
But then it's 20 years though.
It's 20 years, but still, I mean, it don't matter if it's 20 years. It's not real life. It's a movie. So tell me the story. Movies about telling a story. Tell me what happened to her, because all the audience is probably wondering what happened to her. Y'all fell back in love. That's really
tough.
Do you know what happened to his wife?
Because you want a movie to be fictional, right? Like, hey, I don't need to know some of that, but then we're very picky and choosy sometimes.
Exactly. Well, the movie already told me a bunch of crap I didn't need to know. So why did they tell me something I want to know? Because he's already loving on this French shit.
Because it's not only catered to you, Shane.
They could have at least gave us some. Because I'm going to get into this in a minute, but go ahead. You know what happened to his wife?
I have no idea. Maybe
she dies in a car. She dies in a car wreck.
Who does? Jeff Goldblum?
His wife. Jeff Goldblum's character, after Independence Day, maybe 11 years or so many years later, she gets killed in a car wreck.
Are you just making that up? Are you on?
No, I'm not making it up. This is part of the Independence Day world.
Really?
Universe. There are 5 books to this.
Really?
There are 5 novels. The first novel is the first movie. The 5th novel is this movie. And then there's 3 novels in the middle. And I think it's the second novel that she gets killed. She becomes a sinner and she's killed in a car accident.
So did you read them?
No, I didn't read them. I read about this on the internet.
Oh.
To say us humankind should use the internet for what's really meant to, learn stuff instead of asking people what happened. Get it on the internet. But anyhow,
you know what? That didn't bother me.
Here's another thing. Oh, it didn't bother me either, but it did make me wonder, because I'm curious, because that was a big deal of the first movie. That's what part of me invested in the characters. I'm invested in his life, and all of a sudden, I'm like, well, you're just gonna run off on her?
I'm invested in Wendy Cray's character's life too. They didn't tell me about what happened to his 3 kids.
Who's that? They didn't tell us either, and I'm wondering where they were because I try to figure out if any of these characters are supposed to be there.
There's too many people in this world.
But here's another thing that doesn't tell us about this movie.
Okay.
Which you just have to assume it. It doesn't tell you what happened to Will Smith's character.
He died, right?
But it doesn't say it. It doesn't say it. It's on the internet. It's on the internet.
They said it in this movie.
They really don't tell you how he died.
He died on a test flight.
Did they say this in the movie, or do you just know this because this is the story they told several hundred times before the movie started?
Oh, no.
As far as I know, that information.
Let me tell you, I never heard anything outside of this movie except for what I learned from this movie.
Now I got to rewatch the movie to see if anybody says it, because from when I watched, I never saw them say what happened.
He died on one of the test flights or something.
Okay, I know
but they did mention that he passed away in this one.
Okay, well, I know that's on the internet site.
I usually do. I usually watch the other stuff to tell me hey, what am I missing?
No, I'm just meaning when the movie started to come out, they had a website to give you this information.
Oh yeah, I know.
Because they didn't put it in.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. If I did, I don't remember any of it.
Yeah, because they made a big deal. I mean, it was on the news. They're like, so why is Will Smith? And then just go ahead and tell you this is what happens to him.
Yeah, he was in he's doing Suicide Squad. No,
No, that's not what
I
they
don't
told
remember
you.
any of that. But
They told you Captain Hill gets killed.
whatever I know about
as a test pilot.
Resurgence was in this movie.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I remember. I mean, that's all I know. I mean, like they didn't tell you like, hey, Dylan's mom went from being a stripper to being a doctor. Like, hey, what, dude? There's a
Well,
big
you should
time
already
gap.
known that. You should already known that. But yeah, but you already know
about
that. And that made sense for her because remember, she wanted to go to medical school in the first movie.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I forgot about that.
And plus, she patches up the president's wife before she dies.
Oh yeah.
So
I totally forgot about that. See,
so that made sense.
I'm
that
not
she
invested enough.
So when you see her as a doctor, you're like, oh, that's her life because she did all that in the first movie.
She's still very pretty.
Yes, but did she fall down the cliff?
She fall down a exploding building or collapsing?
Yeah, she fell in a collapsing building. That's horrible in Washington.
Yeah. Oh, that's really good. I didn't even think about that.
I mean, they did carry some stuff over from the character's background.
And I'm surprised that Jeff Goldblum's character didn't die from this movie. Oh, I know, because he's white and he's Jewish, so he didn't die. I mean, like, Vivica A. Fox is black, right? You knew she was going to die, even though it's surprising to us, right? Somewhere behind our back of our mind,
I'm going to stop. Just stop. That's just wrong.
Really? Let me tell you something. You know what's wrong?
Okay, tell me.
Did you and I see First Class together, X-Men?
Yes, we sure did.
They killed a character named Darwin. His thing is to literally evolve around the attack, right? He died, and I just thought, at that moment, I thought, like, I think they just killed him because he was black. If it was a white guy named Darwin, he wouldn't have died.
Okay.
Think about it. You should know, like,
you know what I thought he died in the movie? When he got killed in that movie?
Like Kevin Bacon?
No, when he gets killed, you know what I thought?
What?
I never heard of Darwin in the X-Men ever.
Oh, really?
But all these other characters I have, and not one of the characters from the X-Men died.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, from his powers, that was B-crap to me.
Okay, but what I'm just saying is, I never heard of him before, and that's the only character they could kill.
Yeah.
You can't kill Emma Frost.
You know what? From what I saw,
you couldn't kill any of the X-Men.
He was the black one. That was it. That's all I saw.
All right, well, then that's why he died.
They didn't kill Lenny Kravitz's daughter, because, she was part, and then they didn't kill any of the white people.
She's part what?
She's part Jewish.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. Is she really part Jewish?
Lenny Kravitz's mom's is, or her grandmother.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep. I'm not trying to be racist here, but me,
it sounds like you are.
Me as a minority, to tell you the people who are in control of this stuff.
You're really a minority here.
I'm a minority. What do you mean by here? Like in the state we're in, or in
the
America?
United States.
Oh,
in the United States.
So that's why I see this stuff.
Yeah, like, outside of as the world goes.
Okay,
as the world on planet Earth, are you a minority?
I'm surprised that Dylan didn't die, because But you know what? The African General King didn't die either.
Well, he couldn't. He had to show everybody how to fight.
Yeah.
Really didn't need his character.
Maybe they didn't want to overdo it for this movie, but I understand. And you know what? I just live in it. I still can't believe there might be a Shang-Chi 2. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. But they like that, there may not be a Shang-Chi 2. Okay.
You just glad that this show's not done by two white persons? I don't know. Otherwise, these interesting facts wouldn't be pointed out.
Yeah, but sometimes, a chicken's just a chicken.
Yeah, I guess.
Sometimes they put a chicken out there, not because they needed a chicken, they just needed a chicken.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, Darwin, I could see why Darwin got killed. Never heard of him.
Of course, and then you never heard of him, right? Because he was the black one.
Yeah, well, of course he was. Probably so. Probably so.
Of all the X-Men, I mean, like, of all the First Class, right? He was the black one, so,
Yeah, but of all the First Class, he's the only one that's not in the comic books I've ever seen. He probably was. I just never seen him.
You just never seen him.
Like I said, you couldn't kill, but they did kill Havoc's brother, too.
Alex? Not in that movie.
Yeah. Well, they eventually do, which I'm like, how can you kill him? Because he's supposed to go on to be Havoc.
Yeah.
They did kill him, didn't they?
They did call him Havoc. I don't want to say, because have you seen it?
It seemed like I did, but I don't remember him getting
All
killed or
right, then
not.
we'll save that at that topic. Let's go back
All
to
right, we've seen
Independence
all
Day.
those. All right, let's go back to Independence Day.
All right, it's 20 years exactly to the day of first Independence Day, 1996 to 2016 is still Independence Day. I like that how aliens, right,
But you
are
didn't see
here
this in the
for
theater.
us. Oh,
You
I
didn't
didn't
see
see
this
this in the theater.
Okay. I didn't either. I remember it coming out, and I thought about it, but I didn't really. I just wasn't that
See,
interested.
I think it's because Will Smith wasn't in this movie, and that's why I didn't see it.
You know, the sad thing is, I think even if Will Smith would have been in it, I probably would have went and saw it.
Oh, I don't know. It's different. I don't know.
2016. Yeah, I went and saw it in 2016.
2016? See, it's hard to say.
Not 20, and I wouldn't have saw it in 2016.
I mean, what were we preoccupied with the time? Marvel
Well,
movies?
first of all, I wasn't late. I wasn't living there.
Oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting what year you moved.
Yeah. So, and I mean, there's a lot of movies that I wanted to see. I didn't go
Oh,
see.
2016 was my second son was born.
Yeah. Now there was a lot going on when this came out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I thought it was cool, but for some reason, and I guess you could be right. Maybe Will Smith not being in it, I could say that honestly.
It's a huge
With him not
thing,
being in
yeah.
it made it kind of go, maybe kind of go. Because I mean, it didn't even, yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know if it's going to be as good as it's going to be.
It's so hard to say though. Like it might, like I'm just saying, like, because we watched it in
we don't know. We don't know it would have been any better.
Because like the technology, like we're still judging, like, when did Iron Man come out? 2008, right? 2009.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that time, and then 2016. I can't say.
But I'm thinking, like I said, the biggest thing in this movie, it's missing two deal. It's missing because Jeff Goldblum teamed up with Will Smith.
Yep.
They were the two main characters, and to me, Jeff Goldblum was still a major character in this.
But he didn't team up with anybody.
He didn't team up with nobody. He stood out the most. But you know, when Liam Hemsworth's character, he teamed up with Hilliard, Usher.
What
character? Hilliard, Usher's character. You know, the Will Smith son.
Oh, you said
he teamed up with him. His real name is Usher.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, you didn't know?
Oh, I didn't know his name. I don't know who this actor is. I only see him in two roles: The Boys and this one. No, his name is Jesse T. Usher. I got you.
Yeah,
Usher. Oh, you think Usher's the last name? Okay.
The singer. That's his kid, ain't it?
What?
I don't know.
Usher's old enough to have this kid?
Well, yeah, he's like our age, dude.
Jesse T.
He's actually
Usher
older than us.
Jr. Oh,
is he?
Oh my gosh! Hold on, let me take a look. Early life was born.
I'm sure he was.
Usher showed interest. Oh, it just says Jesse T. Usher.
Oh well, maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're making a good story. That would be a good story if it was, though.
Yeah, I thought you were for real. I had to look this up.
Oh, I don't know, man. I just
Raymond. Usher's name is Raymond.
Okay, well, so much for that.
Okay,
that would have been a very good story. But anyhow,
go on.
Anyways, I mean, they didn't team up like they didn't team up like they did in the first movie.
Yeah, but I mean, would you want the same thing? Because you're basically describing the first movie.
Well, I already got the first movie, so they might as well have them team up. I mean, come on. Did you think when they went to go fly up to that alien spaceship, to attack it with the bombers and the jets, you really thought any of their attacks were going to make it?
No.
Exactly. So. You knew the force field was going to show up, and they're going to do the same movie.
It was the timing of that too. Like, if this is only an hour into the movie, that's not going to accomplish the thing.
Oh, they could have made it. Yeah, they could have come up with something else though, instead of doing the same thing that we've already seen.
They could have, come with something else.
Yeah, they could have done a whole different deal. They could have thought they hit it, and then all of a sudden,
because they made this like a really big deal. Yeah,
but the movie is pretty much in a way. Yeah, the movie was pretty much the same. But I mean, you already knew the force fields were going to show up.
The force field, yes.
So I mean, it's like whatever. Yeah. And then they flew inside, that was interesting.
Oh, and they flew inside that, like they showed that opening so they can fly inside.
Yeah,
when they said like nobody's following them, like, come on, you guys gotta know this is a trap, right? A little kid would have known this is a trap. How come nobody's following us? Yeah, because they don't need to.
But even they knew it was a trap.
They were learning you to go in there. That's why they came out.
Yeah. Anyways, that's pretty cool.
That was pretty.
But
cool.
Like I said, though, Usher and they're supposed to get along, but it starts off, we don't like each other, almost kill me a train flight, like blah blah blah.
Buddy cop movie.
Yeah, but I would have thought the interaction would have been a bigger deal. It would have been more screen time.
It feels like it should be. That's why it's under 2 hours, because like their relationship, like he punched him when he first saw him. Like I feel like there could have been more development there too.
There could have been more, and I think
Yeah.
they probably wanted to, but we didn't get it. So like that's what I'm missing. I mean, it don't have to be
I'm
Jeff
missing
Goldblum
who
and
is
Will
the main
Smith.
character of this movie.
It's Jeff Goldblum.
No,
He made the biggest deal, but it wasn't his dad.
I thought it was Liam Hemsworth, man. It's not Jeff
Liam
Goldblum.
Hemsworth. I'm sure it was supposed to be Liam Hemsworth, but it wasn't.
No, it's not Jeff Goldblum.
Because it probably wasn't, but like I said, it was him, and he's the one that really saved the world,
Again.
pretty much. I mean, much.
Well, you know what? At least did you like that? David's dad didn't come up with a solution this time. Did you miss that? Since you like everything like from the first one, did you have a problem with that?
But remember, he had the book. That's how I saved the world.
Yeah. Did you like that? Like he
I actually
he
I didn't think he needed his character in this movie. Really,
I can't believe he's still alive after 20 years though. They have him back, but not like.
well, he's Jewish, like you said.
Oh,
So there you go. There's your own thing right there.
this is so messed up. I feel like we're inside an episode of South Park.
Well, we probably are. Are you kidding?
I mean, like, I'm not trying to be racist here, but like, it feels like a lot of times that's how that works. I mean, like, I complain about the Big Bang Theory for a long time, just on that fact. Howard is the first one to get a cute girl and get married. Come on.
Yeah,
He's the most disgusting one. Not even the main character gets married. Not even Sheldon. It's because Howard wallows. That's why.
I actually do believe that though, because I mean, I think back in my life, all the really good persons and all the good people, they don't get married. But the grossest guy like Howard, he's already got a wife.
So you're saying that I'm the grossest guy?
No, and I'm you know what the sad thing is? You assume you're the only one that got married.
I know, huh?
I have other friends.
I
Well, not
know.
very many, but
Hey, Eric is not married. Or Eric's not married anymore. Cody's not married.
yeah, but Eric got married before all of us. He's been married
Yeah.
what, twice?
He was married before we even met him. Yeah.
Okay, see, he's the guy I would be talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess this. I guess so.
Yeah, 'cause Eric don't give a crap. That's all I could say. Because
Oh
Eric
my
just
man.
don't give a crap.
There's a lot of Tensais here. I like that we talk bad about the other one. Well, we're not really talking bad, but like,
Oh, I'm not talking bad about it at all.
comparison.
I'm just saying, compared to all of us, I'm like, Eric is a more worldly dude than the rest
Yeah.
of us. And he, like I said, he don't give a crap.
Yes. How did we go on? Oh yeah, because we talk about the
Because
dad. He's in the movie.
because all the three of us would go, huh? There's a motorcycle there.
Yeah. I like that.
We would like to ride it,
So-
but then we were like, we could get killed on that motorcycle. Eric get on that motorcycle and he'd get killed on it because he don't give a crap.
So let me bring it back to the movie. So you said we didn't need his character, right? But did you enjoy that he was in this movie, his character?
Yeah, I did. For a little bit. I mean, I didn't. Like I said, he just kind of gets in a boat.
So he got
drives
in the
these
boat,
kids
right?
in the middle
So
of the
after
desert.
Vivica A. Fox's character died, I thought he was gonna die
Oh, really?
because he was on that boat in the water.
It seemed
right?
like he was. I thought he was going to get killed too. Actually, I thought he was going to get because
We're
I
going-
thought he was dead.
We're going back
already.
to that element.
And then you got these kids just driving around.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
there's this dead
random,
guy on the
right?
boat. Yeah, it's like, and you don't really even need those kids because they're just getting in the way at the end of the movie.
I guess they are supposed to mirror like Randy Quaid's kids in a way.
Yeah, I think they are
Because they picked up Will
They,
Smith in the first one. Now they picked up him.
yeah, because they act like it. They acted kind of like it. All of those.
But there was a
people.
lot more this time though. Like there was like.
Well, yeah.
4 of
Eventually,
them.
they come across a school bus, and they're like, "Hey, where's the driver?" He's like, "Well, he had a girlfriend."
I had a girlfriend. He went to go have sex with his girlfriend. I thought it was so funny. And then he just left the kids.
He's just like, well, he went to another state. Like they're way out in the desert. Where did he go? Like I can't remember where he said they went. He went like to Philadelphia or Pittsburgh or something.
Oh
way
yeah,
up
he
the
went
north.
to another state.
It
Yes.
looks like they left. They
They
way
just
out
left.
from Nevada, way all the way up
I
there.
was like, where is this kid? Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter, but like, yeah, he just left the kids. I thought it was very funny.
Yeah, they left him in Nevada, and he went all the way up north.
And then that's just to carry his story along where like they're running out of gas or they get another car.
Yeah, well, they get that bus. Of course, they use the bus.
They use the bus.
Remember,
toward
they're
the
all in the
very
bus,
end.
and they're driving the bus. driving the way in the bus.
Yeah.
I mean, it was interesting. I mean, it wasn't a horrible movie or anything, but I mean, that
Actually, I wouldn't
it
mind
could have
watching it
been
again.
could have been better.
I would have actually watched this back to back, like first
Oh, would you?
Independence Day and then the second one, just to
Oh, I would. That would be good.
Yeah.
I probably would have liked. I probably would have got more if I would have watched the first Independence Day. And
Yeah, I
this
didn't
one.
rewatch the first one before
I
I
didn't
watched
either.
this. So
Well, I
I
haven't watched. I haven't
based
watched
on
the first
memory.
one. I haven't watched the first one since me and you did it last year.
Ha, yes, that's right. That was the last time I watched it. Yes.
Yeah, last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah, it was last year. I'm pretty sure it was last year. I hope it was last year.
Oh.
What if it wasn't last year? It had to be last year.
We
It
can't
was
kinda-
last
oh,
year.
just can't even remember when we did Independence Day.
Dude, we and you talk every weekend about a show. So we've been doing this for how long? 3 years now?
Almost at the end of this year would be 3, right?
Yeah, at the end of this year. So, and plus, remember, we got the phase where me and you did 2 every night, and then we had
Yeah,
2 shows in a
It was
week.
tough, yeah.
And nobody watched the second show during the week, so we don't do that no more.
Yeah, it's easier for us to do this anyway.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm sure we did it last year.
Yeah, I think so too. I want to say yeah.
Because we didn't start our show until the end of, like, way past the 4th of July the first time.
2020.
Yeah, we didn't start until, like, September.
Yeah,
or
that's
so.
right. Yeah, it's 2021. That's right. So we did Independence Day.
Yeah.
Wow. Imagine going
Yeah,
back
look
to
at that.
watch
We survived.
ourselves.
Oh, my God, yeah, because we survived through COVID and everything.
That's right. And then like now we're
We
still
probably started after.
on site.
Yeah.
First, like, I didn't think, I usually think about what I should wear, right? So I wear a Captain America shirt for Independence Day,
Yeah.
and you wear something almost similar, USS.
Well, yeah. Well, I was actually going to wear something else, but I thought, well, we're doing an Independence Day show. It's got the colors of America.
Yes, that's why I was thinking.
Even though the
colors of
show's
America.
about the whole world unity, but if anybody knows, America is the world.
Yeah. I was going to, I forgot to bring this back. I've been thinking about it. You said, like, the world probably wouldn't unite, right? If real aliens came and attacked us and we had to fight as one.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, like, we might fight for a few years until one nation get pissed off, right? Then we're all broken apart again.
Yeah. I mean, it would be, I would hope that the whole world would get together and do it. And I mean, it would be in their best interest, but there's always some countries got to one up somebody or don't
Yeah.
want to share or something.
Yep. Somebody's
And I mean,
going to do that.
When the United States is as bad as not sharing, but the United States has shown it shares lots of technology when it has to.
Yeah.
Because I mean, World War II is proof of it, and the conflict right now, we're giving weapons. So I was like, well, we probably shouldn't, but we're going to anyways.
Yeah. With the world police, we should do that movie one day.
And and a lot of countries aren't really enemies; they're more rivals. Like the United States and China, we may go to war with each other over something, but I mean, it's not in either country's best interest, and both countries know it.
It's not, right?
No,
Yeah.
It's not. Why would you do all that just for over a little island way out in the Pacific?
Oh, I like that. Yes.
Well, think about it. I mean, I'm not knocking Taiwan or anything. I think they should be independent. I think they should have a deal. But I mean, why would we destroy the whole world's economy?
Yeah, just for that one little thing.
Because one country needs it. I'm like, China, do you really need that to prove something? I mean, you got all of this. You got Tibet. You got everything. And your economy's good. Your people are happy. Why would you wreck it?
Because I'm going to tell you this from a Chinese person point of view. It's mine,
Okay.
and that's all you need to know. And forget you. That's it. That's it.
Exactly. That's
That's
the way
that's what it is.
it is.
I'm a Chinese person. I know exactly
Yeah.
how. They don't
And the
care.
thing is, and that's this thing. If that
Think
happens,
modern.
it's like
Mr. White Man, get out of here. I don't want to
it's
think
even
modern.
yeah, but that's the thing though. I mean, it's
It's
good.
pride.
I mean, by attacking that, then they're going to lose out, and by us defending it, we're going to lose out,
It's face.
and then
yeah.
everybody else is going to lose out too.
Yeah.
So I'm
It's
like,
his face.
so it's yeah. So
We need.
both
I'm going to tell
countries
you
need,
right now. We need new leadership in China, and it should be
Need-
me.
They probably need to. But good luck with that.
Thank you. I'm trying really hard.
Well, everybody. I mean, we'll get a lot of movies out of the deal.
When I was in my 20s,
Real hard. What do you?
20 years ago, okay? Maybe not to exactly this date. I wanted to take off all of Asia. I want to take over all of Asia.
Yeah, I know. You always tell me you're going to be the emperor of the
Emperor
other
of
half of the
Lamshire.
world.
That's right.
Yeah, Lamshire. Yeah, I remember.
Yep.
We're eating Chinese food. I'm
But
sitting
not
there going,
to cause
I hope I don't-
riots,
I hope I
okay?
don't choke on my noodles.
Just to be better for all mankind. That's what Thanos
Yeah,
thought too.
that's what Darth Vader thought too.
Yeah. So I was like, what was that Marvel whatever, right? When Thanos thought, like, it sounds like genocide. It's not a genocide. But I'm not killing anybody.
Yeah,
Look, you're
that's
not
the thing.
listening to me carefully.
Everybody thinks that one world leader is the best thing, but is
Oh,
it?
I don't know.
Because people are weird.
It's like that grumpy old lady cartoon is like, hey, if I run the country, it would be better. Well, for me anyway.
Yeah, for me, anyways. That's the way everybody sees it.
Of course, I don't want to
They
share.
always they go, "Oh, I'm killing all these people for the good of the world." Yeah, right. Whatever.
Okay, Thanos.
Yeah, exactly. Thanos
No, I think you're
or
right.
General Zod.
Yeah, I don't think the world would unite if we survive an alien attack. It's just by the
I don't
next day,
know.
tomorrow, we go back to where we were.
I think they would unite, but I think it'd be too late by the time they get.
Oh, you're talking
Yeah,
about like if aliens attack us on day one and some of us survive, we won't unite.
yeah. I think
yet.
they eventually try to unite, but the problem is, if you wait too long, there's nothing left of your government to coordinate with.
If that was a government.
Yeah, I'm thinking a bunch of governments are already be gone.
Yeah. It'll be hard.
So after that, nobody's gonna care who was the enemy then, because it's gonna be too late.
Dangerous, man.
Yeah, because I mean, it's just I mean, I think people would come together, but I think it'd be almost too late. But like you say, after it's all over, and everybody gets their stuff, people are gonna fight over who's got the most of this technology, and who's got the most of that technology, because that's what people do. I mean, most countries like the United States can't even get along with itself.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know,
don't get me started on that.
And the thing is, the country will unite over wars real quick, but after it's over, it's back to the bickering and
bickering, like back to what we were doing yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
It's like whatever. We hate you and you hate us. Blah blah blah.
So to end on this note from Independence Day Resurgence, Shane is the best looking Hemsworth, and I wanted to take over Asia back in my 20s.
I wanted to take over the world back in my teens, but that didn't happen.
So we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for tuning in for this episode of Tensai Reviews. If you like what you heard, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Spotify and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you on the next one.